Have you ever asked your aging parent how they're feeling, only to get the same automatic answer every time? "I'm fine, dear. Don't you worry about me." You hear the words and see the smile, but deep down you have that nagging feeling that something isn't quite right. The generation that raised us, the one that faced countless challenges, was taught to be strong, to be stoic, to never complain. And while that strength is admirable, it can also build a silent wall, a wall that hides chronic pain and dramatically affects their quality of life. In this video, we're going to give you the tools to see behind that wall. These aren't obvious signs of pain. They are the subtle clues, the kind that geriatric specialists and caregivers learn to recognize, that can reveal the truth your parent might not be willing to say out loud. And I encourage you to watch through to the end, because the seventh clue is perhaps the most subtle of all. It's a quiet whisper from the body that most people miss entirely. Recognizing it can make all the difference. Let's begin. Sign 1, changes in their mobility and guarding. One of the most revealing clues isn't in what your parent stops doing, but in how they do everything. Pain rewrites the body's movements in small, almost invisible ways. The clue. Think about your dad and his favorite armchair. Did he used to get up in one smooth motion? Now, notice if he pushes off with both hands, with a little grunt he tries to hide. Or perhaps your mother, when she reaches for something on a high shelf, uses her other hand to support her back. This is called guarding, an unconscious instinct to protect a painful area. A new limp, however slight, or increased stiffness after sitting are major red flags. The hidden truth. They'll dismiss it as just getting older, but this isn't normal stiffness. It's the body compensating to avoid a sharp or aching pain. Your observation is the first and most critical step. By recognizing this pattern, you move from general worry to specific observation, which is powerful information to have. Sign 2, a loss of interest in cherished hobbies. Chronic pain is a thief of joy. It drains the energy required for activities that once brought life and color to their days. The clue. Think about the activities that once defined them. Did your mom love her garden, which has now started to look neglected? Has your dad, an avid golfer or passionate woodworker, let his clubs or tools gather dust? Maybe they've stopped cooking big family meals, or even something as simple as taking the dog for its usual long walk. They might say they're just not in the mood or too tired. Why it happens? Often, it's not the interest that has faded, but the physical ability to perform the task without pain. The bending in the garden, the standing in the workshop, the gripping of a kitchen knife, these small actions may have become sources of dread. When you see a cherished hobby abandoned, ask yourself, what physical action did that hobby require? That's often where the pain is hiding. Sign 3. Increased irritability or sudden mood swings. Pain isn't just a physical sensation. It's an exhausting, full-time job. And when someone is working that hard just to get through the day, their emotional resilience wears thin. The clue. Think about your parents' baseline personality. Are they normally easygoing, but have recently become snappy or quick to frustration? Perhaps they've become unusually quiet, withdrawn, or anxious. They might get upset over small things, like a misplaced remote control, that never would have bothered them before. The good news, this isn't a permanent change in their character. It's a symptom. Recognizing that their moodiness might not be directed at you, but is instead a cry from a body in distress, can change your entire approach. It allows you to respond with compassion instead of frustration. If any of this is starting to resonate with you, you're not alone. Let us know in the comments by simply writing, "I'm watching for my mom," or "I'm watching for my dad." It's a powerful way to see how many of us are in this together. And while you're there, if you feel this content is valuable, clicking subscribe helps us continue to support this community. Now, let's continue. Sign 4. Changes in their sleep patterns. Pain and sleep have a destructive relationship. Pain makes it hard to fall asleep and stay asleep, and a lack of sleep makes pain feel more intense. The clue: are they complaining of being tired all the time, yet seem restless at night? Do they wake up frequently or have difficulty finding a comfortable position? Have they suddenly started napping much more during the day to compensate for poor nighttime sleep? The hidden truth: while sleep problems are common with age, pain is a major culprit. Unmanaged pain prevents the body from reaching the deep, restorative stages of sleep necessary for healing and mental clarity. This creates a vicious cycle of fatigue and increased pain sensitivity. Sign 5. Decreased appetite or unexplained weight loss. When the body is in a state of constant discomfort, basic functions like eating can feel like a chore. The clue: are they leaving food on their plate or saying they're just not hungry? Have you noticed they look thinner or their clothes seem looser? Sometimes the pain is directly related to the digestive system, but often it's a systemic response to the body being under constant stress. Why it matters? Unintentional weight loss in an older adult is always a reason for concern. It can lead to muscle wasting and frailty, making them more susceptible to falls and illness. It's a sign that their body's reserves are being depleted. Sign 6. Withdrawing from social life. Putting on a brave face for social gatherings requires an immense amount of energy that a person in pain simply doesn't have. The clue: are they suddenly turning down invitations to family dinners, church, or outings with friends? Do they seem to be screening phone calls or keeping conversations short? When you're in pain, the thought of engaging in conversation and pretending you feel fine can be completely draining. The hidden truth: this withdrawal isn't a sign they don't love you. It's a sign of self-preservation. Social isolation is a serious health risk for seniors, and pain is often the driving force behind it. Sign 7. Frequent sighing or other nonverbal cues. This is the most subtle and most overlooked clue of all. These are the unconscious physical expressions of discomfort. The clue: pay attention to the quiet moments. Do you notice them sighing heavily and frequently? Do you catch a brief grimace flash across their face when they think no one is looking? Other signs include clenching their jaw, furrowing their brow, or repeatedly rubbing a specific area, like a knee or a shoulder. Why it's so important? These are the cracks in the "I'm fine" facade. They are unfiltered, honest signals from the body that bypass the mind's desire to hide the pain. If you see these, you can be almost certain something is wrong. Now that you know these 7 subtle signs, you are equipped with a new lens, a lens of compassionate observation. You can see beyond the brave smiles and the dismissive "I'm fines." Remember, your parents' silence is not meant to push you away. It's their lifelong instinct to protect you. But your gentle, loving attention is the ultimate act of protection for them. The goal isn't just to spot the pain. It's to open the door for a conversation that can lead to relief, a better quality of life, and more precious, comfortable years together. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you've noticed or one question you plan to ask your parent. Reading your stories gives us and this community great encouragement. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with a sibling or a friend who might be going through the same thing. And finally, if you haven't already, subscribe for more content designed to help you navigate the journey of caring for the ones you love. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.